Essential tips for nurturing a long-lasting relationship. Did you know that nearly half of all marriages end in divorce? That's a staggering statistic, one that might make you question if love really can last a lifetime. But here's the good news. Long-lasting relationships are not only possible, but they are also within your control. What if I told you that lasting love isn't just about finding the right person, but about nurturing and growing together as partners? It's about how we communicate, how we grow, and how we invest in the relationship day after day. Now, think about the relationships you've seen around you. Maybe your own, maybe those of friends or family. We've all been there, right? The excitement at the beginning, the feeling that the love you share is unbreakable, and the thought that it will last forever. But then, life happens. You get busy with work, family, and obligations, and suddenly, that connection that was once so vibrant starts to feel different. You start to wonder, what went wrong? And for some, that spark begins to fade entirely. But what if I told you that even when life changes, when things get tough, you have the power to nurture a love that lasts a lifetime? It's not just about finding someone who checks all the boxes. It's about the effort, the time, and the commitment to grow together as people. What makes love last isn't just fate or chemistry. It's about building a relationship that's strong enough to weather all the ups and downs. It's about consciously choosing to nurture that bond over time. So, let me ask you this. What do you think is the key to keeping love alive? Is it the excitement of new beginnings, the rush of chemistry, or is it something deeper, something that grows stronger with time, commitment, and care? What truly keeps a relationship thriving in the long run? Relationships are central to our happiness and well-being. They shape how we experience the world and provide us with a sense of purpose, love, and connection. Yet, in today's fast-paced world, where life is constantly changing, nurturing a long-lasting relationship can be a challenge. Between work stress, family obligations, and the ever-growing list of responsibilities, it's easy to lose sight of the connection that first brought you together. The demands of modern life can sometimes feel overwhelming, and relationships are often the first thing that gets neglected. But the truth is, relationships don't just survive on their own. They need continuous care, understanding, and a shared commitment to growth. The good news is that, even in a world that's always moving at breakneck speed, you can nurture love that lasts. In this video, we're going to explore the core elements of a thriving relationship, from communication and respecting each other's individuality to finding ways to connect, even when life gets busy. We'll uncover practical strategies and insights that can help you create a deeper bond, no matter how much life changes. Whether you've been together for years or are just starting out, these tips will help ensure that the love you share is lasting and fulfilling. Let's dive in and discover how you can nurture your love and create a lasting, lifelong connection. Every relationship faces challenges. It's part of being human. From communication breakdowns to major life transitions, there are many obstacles that can threaten the longevity of love. But understanding these challenges is the first step toward overcoming them. So let's take a deeper look at some of the most common struggles couples face. One of the biggest issues that couples face is communication. In the beginning, everything is easy. Talking, sharing, being open with one another. But over time, communication often becomes one-sided. Couples stop truly listening to each other, and what begins as a simple misunderstanding can quickly snowball into frustration. Suddenly, communication becomes more about getting your point across rather than understanding each other's feelings. This leads to resentment and a lack of connection. Life is full of changes, big and small. Whether it's moving to a new city, starting a family, or going through a career shift, these changes can bring stress into a relationship. The pressures of adjusting to new circumstances can make it harder for partners to stay connected. And if we're not careful, we can drift apart without even realizing it. When life gets busy and overwhelming, it's easy to neglect each other and lose sight of what brought you together in the first place. Another common issue that causes relationships to falter is emotional disconnection. This can happen when couples stop making time for each other. Over time, small issues like missed conversations or ignored feelings can pile up, creating emotional distance. What started as a simple disagreement may feel like a wide gap, and before you know it, both partners are going through the motions without really being present for each other. The love is still there, but it's harder to reach, and that's when things start to feel strained. These challenges are common, but they don't have to define the future of your relationship. Understanding that these obstacles are part of the journey can help you approach them with the mindset that, with effort and intention, you can work through them. The first step in overcoming these challenges is recognizing them for what they are and taking action. Now that we've explored the challenges, let's focus on how to nurture love that lasts. Relationships take work, but with the right mindset and practices, it's possible to build a strong, enduring bond. Here are some essential strategies to help you nurture lasting love. The key to any successful relationship is communication. But it's not just about talking, it's about truly listening and understanding each other. Take time for uninterrupted conversations. When you talk, be sure to listen, and when your partner speaks, don't just wait for your turn to talk. Actively listen. Avoid blaming or criticizing and instead use I feel statements to express your thoughts. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try saying, "I feel unheard when we don't have time to talk." This opens up the conversation without making your partner feel defensive. Effective communication also means being mindful of your body language and tone. Nonverbal cues can speak louder than words, so make sure to maintain eye contact, nod to show you're listening, and avoid crossing your arms or rolling your eyes during difficult conversations. All of these small actions reinforce that you care about each other's feelings and are invested in the relationship. In today's busy world, it's easy to neglect spending quality time with your partner. We get caught up in our jobs, responsibilities, and digital distractions, and before we know it, we've gone weeks without really connecting. But regular, dedicated moments together can strengthen your bond. It could be something as simple as cooking a meal together, sharing a morning coffee, or planning regular date nights. These moments show your partner that they're important to you, and they give you the chance to reconnect and share experiences. Remember, quality time isn't about quantity, it's about being present. Even if you don't have hours to spend together, making the time you do have count is key. For example, taking a 20-minute walk together after dinner can be just as meaningful as a weekend getaway. While spending time together is essential, it's also crucial to respect each other's personal space. Every individual needs time for themselves, whether it's to pursue hobbies, exercise, or simply relax on their own. Encouraging each other's personal growth and giving each other space to thrive as individuals makes your relationship stronger. When each partner feels supported in their own goals and passions, it creates a healthier dynamic where both partners can grow together. It's important to support your partner's interests and dreams. This might mean encouraging them to take up a new hobby, supporting a career change, or simply giving them time to unwind and recharge. It's also important to remember that being your true self in a relationship is vital for long-term happiness. When you respect each other's individuality, you create a more balanced, fulfilling relationship where both partners feel valued for who they are, not just for their role within the relationship. These three elements, effective communication, quality time, and respect for individuality, are foundational to nurturing lasting love. The key is consistency. It's not about grand gestures every day. It's about the small, intentional actions you take every day to show your partner that you care. Relationships thrive when both people put in the effort and make their bond a priority. I've experienced the power of nurturing love in my own relationship. There was a time when we were on the brink of disconnecting. Busy schedules and life stress created a distance between us. We were overwhelmed by work, personal responsibilities, and the challenges that come with growing together. It felt like we were just going through the motions, and the connection we once shared seemed to be slipping away. But what changed everything was our commitment to one another. We made a decision to actively nurture our relationship, and that made all the difference. One night, after a particularly long week, we decided to sit down together, reflect on what had been happening, and share what we'd both been feeling. That moment of honesty, vulnerability, and mutual understanding brought us closer together than ever before. It was like we were finally listening to each other, not just hearing, but really listening and opening up. And from that moment on, we made it a priority to nurture our love, not through grand gestures, but through communication and small, consistent efforts every day. Since then, we've committed to regular check-ins, even if it's just a few minutes each day to ask how we're feeling, what's on our minds, or if there's anything we need to talk about. We've started making time for each other, whether it's a quiet walk, cooking together, or just having a cup of coffee. And most importantly, we've learned to appreciate the little things, a kind word, a touch, or even a thoughtful gesture. These small, intentional acts of love and care have brought us back together and strengthened our bond in ways I never imagined possible. It's not always easy, and there are still tough days, but the effort we've put into nurturing our relationship has made it stronger than ever. To recap, nurturing a long-lasting relationship isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistency. Every small, intentional action you take to nurture your connection matters. Effective communication, quality time, and mutual respect are the cornerstones of any strong relationship. Love doesn't thrive on occasional bursts of effort. It thrives on daily, steady commitment. Remember, love requires ongoing attention. It's the little things, checking in with each other, making time for meaningful conversations, showing appreciation, that truly build the foundation for a lasting, fulfilling relationship. And while it might seem like work at times, the rewards are absolutely worth it. When you invest in your relationship daily, when you make it a priority, the connection you share only grows stronger. No matter the challenges, love can endure and flourish, but it takes effort, consistency, and a shared commitment to grow together. I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest tip for nurturing a long-lasting relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Relationships thrive when we share and learn from each other's experiences. Your insights might help someone else who's facing the same challenges. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more relationship-building tips. I'll be sharing more practical advice to help you nurture and grow lasting love. Next time, we'll dive deeper into the topic of effective communication techniques for couples, so stay tuned for more insightful content. Whether you're looking to improve your communication or just build a stronger bond, you won't want to miss it.